Hey, good day, everybody. I got a great piece by my buddy Anthony Iannarino. You should follow him on Twitter. He's got some good stuff. He's a sales trainer extraordinaire. So, 10 negative mindset infections that destroy success. If you want success, you need a mindset that supports it, and you need to be vigilant against the negative mindset infections that will destroy your success, and there's so many of them. They are terrible infections, beliefs really, that block your success, very literally repelling it away from you. When you look at the most successful people, they are pleased but never satisfied. They believe the future will be better no matter how good things are now. What you will not find are the infections below. Here's the infections you want to avoid. Number one is scarcity. One of the most debilitating beliefs which you can and might be infected with is scarcity. Scarcity is a belief that there isn't enough. There isn't enough money, enough opportunity, enough resources, or any one of countless other things that one might perceive themselves lacking. Well, it's true that nothing on the list above is distributed equal. There's an abundance available to those who believe it to be so. Folks, there's so much opportunity. There's so much opportunity for you in this country. If you live in the United States, or even if you live in Canada, there's mega opportunity everywhere you look. All you have to do is figure out a way to solve people's most pressing problems. One of the most pressing problems is people have way too much debt, and they're not saving enough money, and they're not protecting their family, and they're not making enough money. And if you're in Primerica, like I am, you have the way to overcome that, to make sure you can help people. And helping people solve their most pressing problems is exactly how money is going to make all the difference. Number two, other. Other is a belief that someone or something else is the cause of your problems, your challenges, or your misfortune. It's a disempowering belief of the first order because it lies with someone or something else. The person with this negative belief acts as if they lack power. They're powerless to change their own circumstances. The power to change your circumstance is wholly within your power. If you are one of those people that are looking outside yourself or why you're having the challenges you're having, you better switch that belief. It's always because of you and a lack of motivation, a lack of skill, a lack of knowledge, or something lacking that you can rectify and change it. Number three, imposter. The imposter syndrome is the concern that others will discover that the person is not what they appear to be. More specifically, that they're inept, inadequate, and insufficient. A lack of confidence causes those with this belief to withhold, to stop short of doing what they want to do in their heart of hearts. Imposter syndrome kills dreams and deprives others of your gifts. And if you feel like an imposter, then that's the perfect, signal that you should be working overtime to grow your skill and your knowledge base so that you don't feel like an imposter, so that you feel like you deserve to be successful. Number four, failure. Failure is an identity or something that will cause one shame and prevent them from acting on what they want or trying again when they fail. The fear of failure as an identity from which one can't come back, preventing the very actions that eventually lead to success. Courage is action taken in spite of any fear, and it is a better guide towards success. And by the way, failure, everybody fails. Folks, I've failed so many times. I've lost so many sales, potential sales in my career. I've lost so many in my business recruiting. I've recruited a lot of people, and I've lost a lot of people. I've had failure in other businesses I've tried where they didn't work out, folks. Failure is part of the equation on your way to success. All it is a signal for you to change or improve or get better or change course or something. It's not final. Failure is never final unless you decide it's final. Number five, cynicism. Cynicism is a belief system that suggests that no one is to be trusted, that their motivations are only in their self-interest, their actions always taken without concern or benefit to others. This form of skepticism prevents one from believing in anything enough to give themselves over to anything and thereby preventing their success. So, everybody's not bad. Everybody's not out to screw you and rob you, and not everybody. There's a lot of good people out there. There are some people to be careful of. There's no question about that. You have to be discerning in who you associate with. But everything and everybody is not against you. Otherwise, why are there so many successful people out there? Number 6, ungrateful. One of all the things on this list, perhaps the easiest to identify is a lack of gratitude. Those who do not appreciate what they have will not appreciate any increase they may receive. Many with gifts and talents waste them due to their mindset, and that views nothing as important or special enough to truly appreciate it. More comes to those who appreciate what they have. Look, folks, you may not be where you want to be, but you're way better than a lot of people out there. You got to take your situation. You have a roof over your head. You have an automobile you can get around in. You know how to read and write, right? You're ambulatory. In other words, you can walk, you can get around. But you have a lot to be grateful for. It may not be where you want to be financially or whatever, or even in a relationship, but those things can change, especially with your mindset. Number 8, apathy. A lack of passion or interest is a legendary destroyer of success, and indifference about things never results in extraordinary results, because the one who is apathetic never cares enough to take extraordinary actions. Without real passion or interest, you never give yourself over to anything. Without giving yourself over to something, you won't find success. I see so many apathetic people. They're just kind of trudging along. You imagine going through your whole life just trudging along, barely getting by, maybe a week vacation a year, or maybe no vacation because you can't afford it, or you're not living in the place you want to live, you're not driving what you want to drive, you're not traveling while you want to travel, you just have this mundane life. Well, folks, that's apathy. People, there's lots of people. I'm going to be talking in a future thing about 11 super successful people that were homeless at one point, right? So I don't care what your situation is right now. You got to get off that apathy train and get on a motivation focused on being great train. Number 9, nihilism. Nihilism is a belief that there's no meaning in life. When one believes that this is true, it's certainly true for them. Success is in large part about discovering something worth living for, something worth fighting for, something worth doing. If you want meaning, you find it by instilling it in what you do. There is tons of meaning to life. I don't know how you could look around, look at all the beauty in life. Now, there's nasty stuff out there too. I'm not Pollyanna. I understand that, but there's so many amazing things too that you could look at. There is absolutely meaning in this life. There's no question about that. Pessimism. Number 10, if you only see the negative in things, that's exactly what your life will be. A general belief that the future will not or cannot be better than now is self-fulfilling. For things to be better than they are, you must see them as better. You have to believe that better is possible, and then you must take the actions that pull that better future towards you. Optimism is a belief that undergirds success, folks. But in the things I am an eternal optimist. I see everything as turning out. I know I've had lots of challenges in my life, and I'm going to have more. And I have them all the time. Things happen. Nothing's perfect, right? I mean, that's just life. But my belief is that things are going to turn out okay, and they're going to get better because I'm going to take action to make sure they take better. Even when things go poorly, I always know, okay, what did I do that I could have done differently? What can I do so the next time? What knowledge can I access? What skills can I develop so that in the future I have a better outcome? Because there's always a chance for a better outcome. There's always a chance for redemption, folks. Always, if you're looking for it. So the first step in removing these infections is an awareness that you have them. So maybe you recognize some. One of the 10 things that I spoke about here that Anthony wrote about. Awareness that you have them. The second step is to work diligently and deliberately to replace them with a more positive set of beliefs, folks. And all of you can do that.